You've spent years feeling trapped, lamenting about your stagnation. But what if I told you that all it takes to transform your life is just 72 hours? Sounds implausible, right? Yet, here's the stark reality. They've been misleading you. You've been led to believe that transforming your life requires months of grueling effort, a mystical life coach, or an endless stack of self-help books. This is simply not true. You don't need another seminar or book. What you need is to take decisive action. Here's the breakthrough moment for me. When I stopped overthinking and actually made substantial changes within 3 days, it was akin to awakening from a long slumber. The life you yearn for isn't beyond your grasp. It's merely waiting for you to stop making excuses and start getting real. So, are you prepared to cease being your own biggest obstacle? Consider this. Many will squander their lives waiting for the perfect moment to initiate change. But what if the perfect time is now? You don't have to remain caught in a perpetual cycle of frustration and regret. 3 days is all it takes to revolutionize your life, provided you're ready to endure some discomfort, ditch your excuses, and commit wholeheartedly. Remember, the world doesn't owe you more time. You owe it to yourself. Habit 1. Set daily priorities. Most people live their days aimlessly, like headless chickens, busy yet unproductive. You wake up, check your phone, reply to messages, and then spend your day reacting to whatever life throws at you. By day's end, you're drained, but what have you actually achieved? Likely nothing that significantly moves the needle forward in your life. This is because you haven't set clear, actionable priorities. From personal experience, I can tell you that my mornings used to be hijacked by the first email that hit my inbox. It felt like I was constantly busy, yet by day's end, I had made no substantial progress toward my goals. I was like a hamster on a wheel, moving but getting nowhere. Everything shifted when I began to establish 3 non-negotiable daily priorities. The initial week was challenging. Distractions were plentiful, and old habits die hard. However, once I started eliminating distractions and honed in on those key priorities, I noticed something remarkable. I had more time and was more productive in less time. It felt as if a burden had been lifted. How to apply it every evening or first thing in the morning? Decide the top 3 tasks you need to accomplish for the day. These aren't just any tasks. These are critical tasks that, if completed, will deem the day successful. Everything else is secondary noise. Begin your day with your top priority. Avoid checking your phone, answering emails, or even thinking about social media until that first task is completed. The satisfaction of ticking off that first task will fuel your motivation for the rest of the day. The fundamental truth is, most people mistake motion for progress. Being busy can create the illusion of productivity, but in reality, busyness is a snare that detracts from genuine advancement. When you prioritize your day, you reclaim control from external distractions. This habit compels you to eliminate the non-essential, discard excuses, and take ownership of your time. Mastering your day is the first step to mastering your life. The question is, are you ready to switch off autopilot and start consciously directing your life with intention? When you set clear daily priorities and adhere to them, an extraordinary thing occurs. You gain a sense of control that eludes most people. You no longer feel besieged by countless minor tasks pulling you in all directions. Instead, you command your time and dictate the pace of your day. This is when genuine progress unfolds. Every decision during your day either propels you toward your goals or drags you further away. By setting daily priorities, you train your mind to concentrate on what truly matters. It's akin to fitting blinders that screen out distractions and focus your vision on your greater objectives. And once you experience the thrill of these incremental victories, it becomes exhilarating. You realize the vast amount of time previously squandered on trivialities. Habit 2. Declutter your space. Your physical surroundings mirror your mental state. If your environment is cluttered, your mind likely is too. Many overlook the profound effect disarray can have on their productivity, mood, and mental clarity. Decluttering transcends mere tidiness. It's about crafting a space that promotes serenity, focus, and creativity. When you tidy your surroundings, you're essentially clearing your mind. From personal experience, I used to believe my chaotic workspace was benign, a sort of organized chaos. I thought I knew where everything was, but deep down, the clutter was a silent stressor. It wasn't until I thoroughly organized my space, desk, closet, and digital files that I felt a profound shift. The environment became breathable, my thoughts clearer, and focus sharpened. Each time I entered this refreshed space, it felt like a new beginning. The clutter had been a mental burden I hadn't fully acknowledged until it was cleared. Why decluttering matters. Clutter is visual noise. It subtly demands your attention, contributing to decision fatigue, stress, and feelings of being overwhelmed. Whether it's a pile of clothes, stacks of paperwork, or an overstuffed fridge, each clutter element taxes your brain. Here's the controversial truth. People cling to clutter as a crutch. We convince ourselves we might need that old shirt, those unused gadgets or magazines from 3 years ago. But often, clutter is tied to emotional baggage. We hold on to items out of fear of needing them someday. When you prioritize your day, you seize control from the chaos of external distractions. This practice demands you to trim the excess, halt excuses, and take charge of how your time is spent. Mastering your day sets the foundation for mastering your life. Are you prepared to switch off autopilot and steer your life purposefully? Setting and adhering to clear daily priorities does something extraordinary. It gives you a control that many never realize. Instead of being overwhelmed by countless minor tasks pulling you in myriad directions, you begin to direct your time actively. This is when you see true progress. Every choice you make throughout the day either advances you towards your goals or detracts from them. Establishing daily priorities sharpens your focus on what's crucial, like putting on blinders to all that doesn't serve your greater goals. Once you observe the results, those small, impactful victories, the process becomes compelling. You'll see just how much time was lost on irrelevant matters. Habit 2. Declutter. Your space. Your environment reflects your mental state. A cluttered space likely indicates a cluttered mind. The impact of disarray on your productivity, mood, and mental clarity is often underestimated. Decluttering is more than just tidying up. It's about creating an ambiance that fosters tranquility, focus, and creativity. Personally, I once believed my chaotic workspace was merely organized chaos. I thought I knew where everything was, but beneath the surface, I felt the oppressive weight of clutter. The background stress was palpable, and it wasn't until I tidied up, clearing my desk, closet, and digital spaces, that I noticed a significant transformation. I could breathe easier, think clearer, and focus better. Entering a clean space felt like a new beginning, free from the mental burdens I hadn't fully acknowledged. Why decluttering matters. Clutter acts as visual noise, incessantly demanding your attention, contributing to decision fatigue, stress, and a sense of overwhelm. From clothes scattered on the floor to paperwork piled high on your desk or expired items in your fridge, each clutter element burdens your brain. Here's the controversial aspect. We often cling to clutter as a security blanket, telling ourselves we might need those old items someday. But in reality, clutter is frequently tied to emotional baggage, held onto out of fear of letting go. By decluttering, you're not just organizing your space. You're making a bold declaration that you're ready to release what no longer benefits you. This process not only clears physical space, but also mental space, preparing you for what lies ahead. How to apply it? Start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire house in a single day. Focus on a specific area where you spend much of your time, like your desk or bedroom. Dedicate 15 to 30 minutes to remove anything that doesn't enhance your life. Ask yourself, do I use this regularly? Does this bring me joy? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. And here's the crucial part. Actually dispose of it. Donate, recycle, or throw it away. Avoid simply stashing things out of sight in a drawer or closet. Once your physical space is decluttered, address your digital clutter. Your desktop, email inbox, and phone likely harbor unnecessary files, unused apps, and unread emails. Apply the same decluttering principles here. Eliminate what you don't need and organize what remains in a practical manner. The deep message. Decluttering sends a powerful message to yourself. You control your environment and, by extension, your life. It's about more than just cleanliness. It's about creating an environment that reflects your aspirations, values, and the person you aim to be. It involves removing both the physical and mental distractions that hinder you from fully engaging with the present. Clutter often represents our attachments to the past or fears of the future. By letting go, you make room for what truly matters. This practice might seem trivial, but it can significantly enhance your daily well-being. A tidy space leads to a clear mind, making it easier to focus, create, and progress with intention. Habit 3. Morning journaling. There's something inherently powerful about journaling first thing in the morning. It offers your brain the opportunity to unload, to sort through the jumbled thoughts that usually go unexamined. Morning journaling isn't about perfect grammar or poetic prose. It's about expressing whatever is on your mind. It can be as straightforward as jotting down what you're thinking about or what's troubling you. Most people rush into their day without pausing to reflect on their thoughts, immediately tackling emails, social media, or other demands. This reactive mode can leave them feeling disconnected from their inner selves. However, journaling sets the tone for your day with clarity, intention, and focus. By starting your day on your own terms, you equip yourself to face the challenges ahead with a grounded perspective. Feel free to let me know if there are more sections or specific points you'd like to focus on, or if there's another way you'd like this section adjusted. I once doubted the value of journaling, dismissing it as an activity for overthinkers or introspective souls, and frankly, I believed I didn't have the time for it. Yet there came a point in my life where I felt overwhelmed by reactions. I was constantly reacting to problems, stress, and other people's opinions, losing control of my thoughts and emotions. One morning, out of sheer frustration, I decided to try journaling. I grabbed a notebook and began writing freely. Initially, it felt futile, but within minutes, I noticed a significant shift. Thoughts that were muddled in my mind for weeks suddenly clarified on paper. It was as if I could visualize the recurring patterns of fears, anxieties, and frustrations. The more I wrote, the more I understood the root of my disturbances and, crucially, what steps I needed to take to address them. Journaling transformed into my daily mental reset. Each session provided clarity and a strategy for the day, dispersing the mental fog that had once clouded my mornings. Why journaling works. Morning journaling fosters a profound connection with oneself before the day's chaos ensues. It's akin to a personal dialogue with your mind, encouraging you to pause, reflect, and prioritize your thoughts. This practice is invaluable for identifying and dismantling negative thought patterns. By transferring your thoughts to paper, you can objectively assess them, revealing that many worries are often irrational or exaggerated. Another advantage is how journaling sets the day's tone. It can be a tool for goal setting, affirmations, or expressing gratitude, providing a sense of purpose and direction before stepping into the outside world. How to apply it. The beauty of journaling lies in its flexibility. There is no wrong way to do it. Whether through bullet points, full sentences, random thoughts, or even sketches, the key is to move thoughts from your mind onto paper. Some days you might write extensively, while other days might only yield a few lines. Both outcomes are perfectly fine. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes each morning. Use a notebook or a digital notes app and simply begin writing. Prompt yourself with questions like, what am I feeling today? What's stressing me out? What are my top goals for today? Or what am I grateful for right now? The goal is to let your thoughts flow naturally. Don't overthink, just write. Over time, you'll begin to recognize patterns in your thoughts and gain a deeper understanding of yourself. The deep message. Journaling acts as a mirror to your mind, compelling you to face your thoughts, emotions, and even your excuses. It's a raw, honest, and sometimes uncomfortable process, but growth often arises from discomfort. Many shy away from self-reflection for fear of what they might discover, preferring the distractions of busyness, social media, or other people's issues over confronting their own realities. However, confronting yourself through daily journaling is a potent step toward meaningful change. You can't truly transform your life without first understanding and facing yourself. Section 6. Embracing daily journaling and exercise. Journaling is more than just a method to declutter your mind. It's an opportunity to know yourself and start each day with purpose. It isn't about crafting perfect entries or embellishing your life. It's about brutal honesty. From that honesty, you can foster real transformation. If you're seeking control over your emotions and a way to actively live rather than reactively experience life, start journaling. The most crucial conversation you can have is the one with yourself. Are you ready to start listening? Habit 4. Exercise daily. We all understand that exercise is beneficial, but realistically, most people struggle to integrate it into their daily routine. Often, it's seen as a chore, something that should be done, yet fricky. However, daily exercise is not solely about physical benefits. It's equally about mental training, personal experience. There was a time when I only exercised sporadically, convincing myself I was too busy, but the underlying issue was lack of discipline. My energy levels were erratic, and my mood fluctuated with my stress and fatigue levels. It was difficult to see the broader benefits of daily physical activity. Everything changed when I committed to just 10 to 15 minutes of daily exercise. It didn't need to be intense, just something to get moving. At first, consistency was challenging, but perseverance paid off. Within a couple of weeks, I noticed significant improvements, increased energy, sharper focus, and better mood control. This routine has become indispensable, setting the tone for my day. Why daily exercise matters. Daily exercise extends beyond physical health. It revolutionizes your mindset. Each session builds mental toughness, teaching you to overcome laziness and excuses. It reinforces self-discipline and demonstrates that you can take command of your body and your life. The endorphins released during physical activity not only enhance your mood but also reduce stress and boost mental clarity. Consistent exercise is a staple among many successful and disciplined individuals, not just for the physical benefits, but for mental resilience and emotional stability. It's about more than aesthetics. It's about maintaining a balanced psyche and staying strong in the face of life's challenges. Here's a refined and enhanced version of Section 7, focusing on the integration of exercise into daily life and introducing a new habit of limiting social media use. Section 7, the essential practice of daily exercise. If you're not making time to move your body, you're neglecting your most vital asset, your health. Common excuses like, "I'm too busy," or "I don't have the energy," are just that, excuses. We're all busy, and we all feel tired. But if you can't make time for physical health, how can you expect to be fully present in other areas of your life? Remember, having ambitious goals is great, but if your health declines, you're only holding yourself back. How to apply it? You don't need a gym membership or high-end equipment to exercise daily. The key is to start small and remain consistent. Engage in activities that raise your heart rate, be it a brisk walk, bodyweight exercises, yoga, or a 10-minute HIIT routine. Begin with just 10 to 15 minutes of physical activity each day. Focus on forming the habit rather than striving for intensity or perfection. Over time, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity as exercise becomes a staple of your routine. Consistency is crucial, even on days when motivation is low. Find the type of exercise that you enjoy, whether it's hitting the gym, working out at home, running, or practicing yoga. The important thing is to keep your body active daily without overcomplicating the process. The deep message. The discipline developed through daily exercise transcends physical boundaries, influencing every facet of your life. When you commit to moving your body daily, you reinforce a lifestyle of action, even under discomfort. This discipline reflects in your work, relationships, and pursuit of goals, fostering a mindset that values effort, persistence, and consistency. Your body is your lifelong home and your means of experiencing life. Neglecting its upkeep makes every other aspect of life more challenging. Exercise isn't merely about aesthetics, it's about feeling good, thinking clearly, and being the best version of yourself. The time invested in your health yields dividends across all areas of your life. And let's be honest, if you can't find 10 to 15 minutes a day to exercise, you're not prioritizing what's truly important. You must make time because once health declines, no other achievement or relationship will seem as significant. Habit 5. Limit social media to 15 minutes a day. Social media is a double-edged sword. While it connects us to the world and provides entertainment, it also devours our productivity, self-esteem, and focus. The harsh reality is that many people waste hours daily on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, engaging in mindless scrolling that adds little value to their lives. Why limit social media? If you're serious about transforming your life, limiting social media is a crucial habit that frees up your most valuable resource, time. Consider all the productive, fulfilling activities you could pursue with the hours currently lost to social media. Reducing your daily usage to just 15 minutes can significantly enhance your focus and mental well-being. By controlling your social media consumption, you reclaim your time and attention, redirecting them toward goals and interactions that truly enrich your life, rather than detracting from it. Reducing your social media usage to just 15 minutes a day is not about restriction. It's about intent. It challenges you to break free from the constant need for validation and the relentless comparison to others that social media perpetuates. Here's a hard truth. Social media is one of the biggest drains on your mental health. It presents an endless stream of others' highlight reels and a cascade of negativity, all of which can erode your confidence, diminish your focus, and hinder your presence in the real world. Limiting your online time is about reclaiming your mental space and energy for pursuits that truly matter, your goals, relationships, and personal development. Personal experience. I remember a time when I was hopelessly addicted to social media. Every morning, like clockwork, I would grab my phone and scroll through my feeds as though it were a vital morning ritual. It seemed harmless until I began to recognize the toll it took on my mental state, feeling drained, anxious, and inadequately comparing myself to others, feeling like I never measured up to the seemingly perfect lives I observed. It perpetuated a state of persistent low-level anxiety, fueled by the constant barrage of news and opinions. I decided to implement a strict 15-minute daily limit. The initial transition was challenging, with habitual phone checking during any moment of boredom or downtime. However, after a few weeks, remarkable changes emerged. My focus sharpened, my mood stabilized, and I gained a newfound indifference to the curated lives of strangers online. It felt as though a mental fog had lifted. Why it works. Social media platforms are engineered to hook into our brain's dopamine system. Every notification, like, or comment triggers a dopamine release, making these platforms addictively engaging. By restricting yourself to 15 minutes each day, you disrupt this cycle of dependency. This limit teaches your brain that constant external validation and stimulation are unnecessary for happiness. 15 minutes daily is ample to check updates from loved ones, view essential news, or enjoy a quick laugh. Anything beyond that tends to be superfluous consumption. When you enforce this limit, you quickly realize how much time was previously wasted, which you can now redirect towards more meaningful activities. How to apply it. Establish clear boundaries for social media use. Consider using a timer or an app to enforce a 15-minute daily limit. This may seem stringent, but it's a transformative strategy. You'll find yourself making more thoughtful decisions about how you spend this allotted time, whether it's catching up with friends, learning something new, or staying informed. Another effective strategy is to designate social media free zones and times. For example, no social media during meals or right before bed. This helps to further break the compulsive scrolling habit and reinforces your presence in the immediate moment. Let me know if this section aligns with your needs, or if there are further tweaks you'd like to make. Section 9. Embracing mindful mornings and the great outdoors. Consider starting your day without checking your phone. Instead of reaching for digital stimulation first thing in the morning or last thing at night, use that time for self-reflection. Read, journal, meditate, or plan your day. You'll find that your days become more productive and peaceful when they aren't framed by mindless scrolling. Deep message. Social media's double-edged sword. Social media, if not managed carefully, can dominate your life. It offers a semblance of connection, but often at the expense of genuine human interactions. It diverts attention from your own goals, making you overly concerned with others' achievements. Remember, no one's journey is as crucial as your own. By limiting your social media use, You regain control over your time, energy, and focus, your most valuable assets. You'll begin to cherish real connections, such as face-to-face conversations and moments of solitude, far more than transient online interactions. Habit 6. Spend 30 minutes outside daily in today's world. We're often more connected to our screens than to nature, which is ironic given our biological need for natural environments. Yet, many of us spend the majority of our time indoors, attached to our devices, rarely stepping outside. Spending just 30 minutes outside each day can be profoundly transformative. It reconnects you with nature, clears your mind, and enhances both mental and physical health in ways you might not expect. Why it matters. The healing power of nature. There's a tangible reason why a walk in the park, sitting by a lake, or simply soaking in the sunlight feels revitalizing. Our bodies inherently need nature. Exposure to fresh air, natural light, and the Earth's grounding energy can significantly reduce stress, elevate mood, boost creativity, and improve overall well-being. It's akin to hitting the reset button for your brain. Controversial perspective. The indoor dilemma. Remaining indoors all day can leave you feeling anxious, tired, and mentally drained. Reflect on how often you genuinely spend time outdoors just being in the moment. Many people neglect this, leading to feelings of sluggishness and lack of motivation. They're disconnected from the natural environment that could revitalize their energy and clarify their thoughts. Personal insight. For years, I only went outside for productive reasons, running errands, meeting people, or exercising. I would spend hours indoors working, then relax by watching TV or scrolling through my phone, thinking I didn't have time to simply enjoy being outside. However, as I grew more attuned to my mental state, I realized something crucial was missing. I felt disconnected, constantly anxious, and easily overwhelmed. One day, I committed to spending at least 30 minutes outdoors daily, regardless of my schedule. Initially, it was challenging to make this a priority, but the benefits were immediate and profound. This simple act became a critical part of my routine, providing a necessary break from the digital world and recharging my mental and physical state. Initially, taking time to simply be outside felt unnatural. I pondered whether to go for a walk or just sit quietly on a bench. However, after a few days, a significant shift occurred. Being outdoors, breathing fresh air, and immersing myself in nature had a soothing effect. My stress levels decreased, and I felt more grounded and present. This daily 30-minute break outdoors became my sanctuary, a precious time to refresh my thoughts, rejuvenate my energy, and return to my tasks with enhanced clarity and focus. Why it works. Nature profoundly impacts our mental and physical well-being. Being outdoors reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, while increasing serotonin, the feel-good hormone. Natural light helps regulate our circadian rhythms, improving sleep patterns and energy levels. Fresh air enriches the brain with oxygen, enhancing cognitive function and focus. Moreover, activities like walking or simply being in open spaces allow the mind to wander, fostering greater creativity and problem-solving abilities. However, the benefits extend beyond the physical. Immersing yourself in nature connects us to the larger world, reminding us that we are part of a vast, enduring environment. This perspective helps contextualize our daily stresses, making them appear smaller and more manageable within the grand scheme of life. How to apply it. You don't need to embark on mountain hikes or visit national parks to enjoy the benefits of the outdoors. Start with simple steps. Take a 10-minute walk outside your home or office. Sit on a park bench or stand on your balcony and take a moment to breathe. Aim to disconnect from indoor distractions and reconnect with the natural world, even if briefly. Over time, these outdoor moments will become an essential part of your routine, anticipated and cherished. Treat them as non-negotiable, akin to brushing your teeth or having lunch. Find a time that fits your schedule, whether it's morning, lunchtime, or evening, and commit to it. Leave your phone behind or set it to airplane mode to ensure this time remains undisturbed by digital distractions. If you reside in an urban area and worry about the lack of green spaces, don't let this deter you. Urban parks, green spaces, or even a quiet street can serve as your gateway to the benefits of nature. The key is to step away from the confines of indoor settings and into the outside world, even if only for a short period. Deep message. Spending 30 minutes outside daily is more than a habit. It's an act of self-care and a means to connect with the world around you. In our relentless pursuit of goals and productivity, we often overlook the importance of pausing to engage with our environment. This simple practice can provide a profound sense of peace and a reminder of the bigger picture, offering a necessary respite from our busy lives. Nature teaches us invaluable lessons: to slow down, breathe deeply, and embrace the present moment. Remember, life doesn't transform by chance. It changes through deliberate choices. The 20 habits discussed might seem modest at first, like tiny seeds, but when you integrate them into your daily routine, they grow into robust forces that can significantly shape your life. You'll discover that by taking control of your time, your thoughts, and your energy, the world begins to align more closely with your desires. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment to begin. It's about starting right now, however messy, uncomfortable, or challenging it may seem. Most people remain trapped in their comfort zones, lost in endless scrolling, overwhelmed by clutter, and suffocated by distractions. But that's not you, not anymore. You're here because you aspire to achieve more, to challenge yourself, and to unlock a better version of yourself. So, start today. Step outside, put down your phone, set your priorities, and commit to these habits as if your life depends on them. Because in many ways, it does. The life you desire awaits you on the other side of these small yet potent changes. Are you ready to make that shift? Are you prepared to take the steps necessary to cultivate the life you've always wanted? The decision is yours, and the time is now. Embrace these habits and watch as they transform not just your immediate environment, but also the very trajectory of your life. This conclusion ties together all the habits and themes discussed, aiming to motivate and inspire decisive action. Let me know if this captures the essence of what you're aiming for, or if there's anything else you'd like to adjust.